So I just finished my first training ride for Team in Training. I'm going to go get some breakfast, but hopefully I'm going to talk to a couple people here and you'll find out a little bit more about what we're doing.
So this is Steve, and Yvonne is right there in a pretty lovely orange cow. That's Yvonne. And then Michael is here, and he rides with us often. So as does Ed. Ed is the other Henri, and he also rides with us. And Rick Crosby. And I think I've gotten everyone. Go ahead, Steve.
So I'm Steve. I'm hoping to be riding with you guys. I'd like to do the winter century. I love biking, so I know Team in Training through my friend Troy at work, who's done several marathons, and I always thought, oh, I should do that, I should do that. Well, now I have a really good reason. One morning I got out of the shower, went like this, and I said, wow, that's a really big lump under my right arm. And I was like, oh, that can't be cancer. It's got to be a fatty tumor because it's so big. Cancer's supposed to start small and get to be this really large lump over time, and you have time to go to the doctor. So I ignored it for a while. Went to the doctor, my GP said, oh, it's probably a lipoma, a fatty tumor. I'll send you, but I don't want to look like a fool, but maybe I'll send you for a surgical consult. I was like, I don't care if you look like a fool, I'd really like to go get a surgical consult. And so the surgeon looks at it, feels it, he's like, yeah, it's definitely a lipoma, but there's something kind of weird happening on it, so let's just take it out anyway since it's so big. And I was like, okay, and he's like, the chance that you have like a lipoma and something else happening in that area is minuscule, don't worry about it. So Passover was coming up, my folks were coming out, I was like, oh, I'll put the surgery off. And so like a month and a half later, I get my surgery, and as soon as he comes out, he's like, I'm sorry, it wasn't a lipoma, it was a tumor. And so that was about a month ago. And so the next Wednesday, I had a pathology report come back, and it came back as large diffuse B-cell, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. That Thursday, I had my oncologist appointment. I did all my testing the next week, and last Friday was my first R-CHOP therapy, and so I'll be done September 4th. And I consider myself really, I've heard lots of horror stories about chemo and everything like that, and thank you all for raising medicine so it's not as much a horror story as it used to be. And I feel really fortunate that it is something so curable, given all the work that everybody's done compared to some of the other stuff. Having been on cancer boards now and everything, I feel really fortunate that this is the cancer that I have. So this is my daughter Faye.
Yeah.
I have two other lovely children, Tessie, she's about 9, and Felix, who's about 5, and they're a lot of fun, so you'll see them at events as well. And then my beautiful wife Jill, she's taller than me, so I'm putting my hand up here. We'll be coming out to events. Unfortunately, Saturdays is also Shabbat, and we're fairly religious Jews, and so we usually go on Saturday. So I don't know how I'll be there. Maybe for SAG on the Sunday makeup rides or something like that. And it causes a problem. Maybe we could switch some of our rides for Sunday every once in a while, so everybody can ride together. I would really like that. That would be great. Okay. And thank you all for doing all the work that you're doing. I know you're having fun and you're learning to bike ride, but it also is work, and I really appreciate it. Thanks.
Yes.
Take your pick.
Alright, so they had the raffle, and I won a speed lever, which is a fun little thing for changing your tire. And had a lot of fun, and I had a nice little ride. It was pretty quick. Remember to donate. Remember to go to my my donor page and pledge as much money as you can, as you feel you can afford. It's a great cause, and all the money goes to help the people you saw today in finding a cure for leukemia or lymphoma. So thanks, and go team.
1, 2, 3.
Go team!
Okay, thank you.
Hey.
Now to get you on